All right. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. And I think, Ed has been getting really busy, and I'm afraid because we skipped last week, because I'm also in the midst of a move. I knew this call wouldn't be super big, but sometimes it's nice because we can, kind of talk and answer some questions, and we'll see if Ed is able to pop on. But for now, since we're all current users, why don't we just chat a little bit and see how everybody's doing. And if you have any questions, let's talk about it. And anything I can't answer, then we'll for sure, take back to Ed. But does anybody have any burning questions? We'll start off with Zan, go ahead. And you guys, yep.
Here we go.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
We are currently extracting $100 from our checking account and putting it in Coinbase. I would like to make that available for trade. How do I go about doing that?
Well, when you say you're okay, so is the monthly deposit occurring in USD?
Yes.
Okay, so what you guys would do is when you go to your main assets page, say on Coinbase, you click assets on the left menu, and then you see where your balance is at the top, and right underneath where your balance is, you'll see crypto and cash, and click cash. You'll see your USD sitting there. And then off to the right hand, there'll be another menu from there, and you just click transfer. And when you click transfer, you can transfer your USD into USDC, and that's all you need to do. GoBaby will see it and start trading it. Because I believe we set everybody up to trade in USDC because the platform never puts all your money to work at one time. So it will, anything that's not in trade, right, will be earning that 4% plus annually anyway, which is nice.
Okay. Again, everything has to be converted that we want to use in the trading to USDC. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have to, every time that deposit is made, do we need to go in and convert that deposit to USDC, or does that do it automatically?
No, you should convert it, but there might be an option when you're adjusting your monthly deposit, what you're depositing in, because USDC, it is cash, it's just cash on the blockchain. So I think Coinbase may have an option now, and you can search it up, on Google, can you deposit USDC from your bank account instead of USD? But I think there's a way, and they'll automatically convert it for you, and then you'll just be depositing USDC from your bank account. But I would check with that or reach out to support and see for sure, because things are always changing around on with the technology. So, and what you're able to do.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, Zan. And I see Dell's 7010 boat. Are you a current user or brand new to the autotrader? Because if you can unmute and let me know. We don't have Ed today. I think something must have come up for him at the last minute. So we have all users of the system here. So I'm just taking some questions, and then I'll send out a recording for other folks that joined. But it'd be great to have your name. If you can maybe post it in the chat, Dell 7010 boat. And feel free to unmute. We're a small enough group. Does anybody else have questions? Peggy, you're unmuted.
Just to clarify, because it's gone back and forth many times in the chat thing. In the Coinbase, if you're not Coinbase One, you're nothing. It's all earning like 4 point something percent. The cash that's not being used, the balance that's sitting there.
Yes. Yeah, you might earn a little bit more if you're a one member, but
Coinbase One.
Yeah, it'll show. Are you in Texas?
I'm in Texas.
Yeah, it'll show how much you're earning. So again, when you go to your assets page and you see your big number, and underneath you'll see crypto and cash, click cash.
Okay, it's 4.10. Okay, so that does mean that that's earning that, even though I'm not in Coinbase. And the difference,
you're not in
Coinbase One.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. And if I change to one, it's just lower fees, possibly.
Yeah, you get an allocation and they're adjusting that too. So I'm not a Coinbase One member yet, but you can reach out and see hope later this year when I plan to up my balance, I'm gonna maybe look at doing that. But yeah, if you have I think it makes the most sense if you're over like 10,000, maybe the 7 to 10 kind of range.
Change to Coinbase One.
Yeah, then you could become a member. It's like $30 a month and you get those, the trading fees are included. But GoBabyTrade automatically uses advanced trade, so the fees are already the lowest they can be without being a Coinbase One member.
Well, that's what I thought I understood in your explanation in there, but I just want to clarify. I need to move some more money into there. And so I will change to Coinbase One.
Okay, yeah, and you can just wire those funds and
To start the wire, I just call my credit union and
yeah, well, you want to go to your Coinbase account and then your assets page and then click deposit and you'll see some options there. And then on the bottom of those options to the right, you click the right
you see
arrow.
deposit. I'm in my assets. I've got my assets. I see crypto cash.
What's the far right menu?
Deposit cash. Okay. Deposit cash.
And then what's the pop-up say?
It just says you choose USDC or dollars. Well, it has to come in dollars. Is that correct?
You can go ahead and choose USDC because I think they're doing it now where you can do that and see if it gives you the option to wire.
And then it comes up OUSD. Does that make sense to you? It comes up deposit.
Zero.
It's got
so you're going to deposit the USD. You're going to type in the number and then click. It's going to want to know where that money is coming from. And then you'll have some options to click on and it'll show wire as an option. Do you want to share your screen, Peggy, if you're comfortable?
Okay, I can do that.
And while you're getting ready to do that, I see that Dell 7010 unmuted. So I'm curious. Go ahead if you can. Jeff. Oh, hey, Jeff. Okay. Current user. Yes, I remember. Yeah. Thank you for clarifying. Good to know who we've got. Welcome.
I'm trying to get signed in here.
Okay. So Zan, you had your hand raised and then we'll go to Lorraine.
Yes, I've got the Coinbase account up on our computer and it says that the most recent deposit into Coinbase is in USDC.
Okay, good. So we might have already
converted that.
Yeah, I seem to remember vaguely that we were doing something like that. So yeah, so you're good to go. You don't have to do anything. Coinbase or GoBabyTrade will see the USDC and it's going to trade all USDC that you have in your account. I've never had anybody that you can put a limit. You can have 100,000 USDC and tell GoBaby can only trade 20 of it. But nobody that I've joined has ever wanted to put a limit on it. It's like, if my money is in there, let's just have GoBaby be trading it. So.
Very good.
Okay.
Can you see this?
Yes,
is.
Yep. So you
am
don't
I in the right place?
Note, click down below there where it says deposit cash on the right-hand side. Right there. Okay. And then you could, where it says pay
right
with
here.
No, where it says pay with, go to the right row.
Oh, okay. To the right of it. Okay.
Okay. And this is
wire transfer.
Click on wire transfer. And that's the information you want to give your bank for the wire.
Okay.
Find it. Okay.
Okay. So I just need to capture this.
Yeah. So, take a screenshot of that if you want real quick, Peggy.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. And then we'll click the back button and I'll show you that, actually now they do offer that you can even click the back. Okay. We'll go click deposit cash again on the far right. Like you were.
Okay. And hit here again.
See how it says deposit USDC up above? If you no, wait, go back, click the back arrow. No, back.
Right here.
Now there's a right arrow where it says deposit. Yeah, click that arrow and that'll give you an option. If you want to deposit dollars, you can, but I would leave it at USDC. Then you don't have to do that transfer route, right? It's allowing you to do that. It's going to automatically swap your US dollar to.
When I send this wire transfer information to my facility, they will just send the money and it will automatically in Coinbase know it's going into USDC, is what
Correct.
you're saying. Okay,
Yep. You don't have to do any more steps.
so leave it just like that. Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
And
thank
you don't
you.
even have to tell your bank it's USDC. The bank will know it as USD. You're just transferring dollars in.
Uh-huh.
Coinbase will see it and they'll swap it into USDC and you'll be good.
Okay, okay. And then will it divide up the 20%? I mean, nothing changes how it's gotten dispersed. The money will just go in and unless I change how to
Yeah.
divide it up, it'll
Yeah,
stay the same.
nothing will change. It'll just now have more funds to be allocating across, the cryptos you selected to trade.
Okay, and then to go to Coinbase One, I just click here and do a free trial.
Yeah.
But you want to do, is that the one you do, the annual? I mean, I'd
Well,
rather-
you can do, well, it depends if you want to pay all at once. Usually, yeah, you save $10 if you do that.
the basic or the preferred, or does it matter?
Well, you can see what each of those levels offers you if you see how on the
Or
right
compare
hand side.
plans.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
compare.
the trading fees here, unlimited trading. I have no idea. So most people do the preferred.
Clean. Yeah, I think that the 29 is where most people end up landing. But you can post in our chat page and see what others are doing because I'm not actually
Even you're not using it yet like me, huh?
Mm,
Okay. I think Casey had said he was doing the preferred.
yeah.
Well, I guess you can go back and forth if you wanted to.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, if you could go if you're paying monthly. I'm not sure how that works out. That'd be a question for customer service. And if you change your mind, if you want to go to basic, you can ask them
And is
that.
customer service number here? Would you think?
No, for customer service, you're going to go click the question mark at the very top right.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Francie.
And they don't list their phone number on the site. But if you really want to chat with somebody, you can just do a Google search. What is Coinbase's phone number, right? Because they try to
Oh, okay.
email. Sometimes you'll come up with something there.
Just see if I can find it. Okay. All righty. Thank you so much.
Sure.
I'll get my stuff out of the way.
All right. So Lorraine, you have your hand raised.
Can you check it? Can I screen share?
Mm-hmm.
And tell me if everything's okay over here. Like, is it what it's supposed to be, USDC?
Well, if you click the cash button right there next to crypto,
Okay,
you see your USDC.
where is that? I don't see it. Oh, no, I don't see it. USDC. Okay, so the cash is in USDC.
Mm-hmm.
Does USDC stand for USD crypto?
I don't know what the C stands for. It's just US. I would imagine that would make sense, right? But I don't know. It's
Okay.
USDC. We can think of it that way. Yeah, it is. It's US dollar on the blockchain. So,
Okay, so this is what GoBabyTrade is trading, just this 1632.
that's what your cash balance is. So that's what it's, that's what it has to allocate across the trade window that you have. So if you go back to the crypto, if you click on that
Mhm.
and you scroll down, you can see, the positions here.
These are my only positions.
And Shiba. Those are the 3 you're trading.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I think yeah, wait. Does this mean I'm trading in these also?
No, I don't know. Those are just random teeny little. I don't.
Okay, because I just wanted to do exactly what Ed was doing. And are you planning on doing these like monthly? I think this is really good just to get me familiar with all of this.
Usually I do an overview Zoom with Ed every other week.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, we just had to postpone last week's. But
But
yeah,
like this kind
now
of,
I'm using a new CRM, so I've added all the current clients to that as well, so everybody will get the same email. So that's why you'll get this now.
but I mean like this learning session. Can you
Oh,
do
the
this
learning
once a month?
session? No, you can ask, I mean, you can ask the questions at the end of our normal call, but, yeah, or, you know, or you can reach out in our group. Are you in our WhatsApp group, Lorraine?
No.
Okay, well, I will put you in there if you want to be. I sent an email out about it to see
Okay.
who wants to be in there, but I'll add you. Is everybody else is in our WhatsApp chat, right? Okay. All right.
And then I'm going to be doing MoveQuest, which is going to be making me crypto from sleeping and moving, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be going straight into Coinbase. And I guess once that happens, then I'll ask you guys what I'm supposed to do with it, how I get it into the trading.
You don't have to, nobody has to get it into the trading. You just, when you have dollars in your account, USDC, it automatically sees it and it's trading it. So if it depends on how that MoveQuest, what they're putting into your account, are they moving crypto in there? Is it their own?
Yes, it's crypto. I think it's crypto. I mean, I know it's crypto, but it could be their own coin.
So if that's the case, you'll just want to sell it into USDC if that's what, you know, you want to do. But I'll look at, send me the MoveQuest thing. I'll look at it and see what it's doing.
Okay, when I'm ready for that, I'm going to find out Monday how to get started. So,
Okay.
okay.
All right, cool. Any other questions from anybody else? Zan, and what's your, I'm sorry, your husband's name?
It's Tom.
Tom.
Tom, that's right. Zan and Tom. All right, what do you got?
Okay, even though there is a certain amount of money that's available for cash assets, and it's also in USDC,
Uh-huh.
it appears that on our transactions, that it's not using every bit of that. It's buying, I'm assuming, out of the assets when it buys crypto.
Yeah, it's using your USDC to purchase those positions, but it's definitely not going to be, you know, it's not going to put all your money to work, right? Because remember, we have the default 75% trade window. So what if it used all your USDC was in positions right now, and then the market went down 20% tomorrow and you don't have any money to trade? So the point is to have this liquid reserves here. We may never see a 75% move down for months, you know, but we're doing this the whole time. Or we might drop down here and you have these positions, but you still have enough money where you're trading and taking profits along the bottom. So that's the whole point, is it's a conservative system. We know it's not putting all our money to work, it's reserving capital so that we're taking profits no matter where price is, because we're going to hold on to the losers. We're not making, GoBaby will never sell at a loss.
Okay, so I understand exactly what you said. When the market goes down and the price of the coin goes down, that's the time that we go in and we buy. And we use the reserves that are in the USDC to buy those positions. And then we take the profits off when we see the coin value go back up, and we take the differential. However, and that differential is then put into profit that we retain, and then the next time it goes down, it draws more out of the reserves, the USDC cash reserve, and buys more coin, and we take the profit off of that. So we're accumulating the value in the coin as well as accumulating the profit off of the differential between when it was low and then when it went up, and then the profit is taken when it goes up. Is that correct?
Well, I don't know. I think it's, you may be complicating it a little bit. I mean, I would say in a roundabout way, yes, it's correct, but we're not buy and holders when you talk about like a long-term buyer of the coin. We're buy and hold. Okay, let's just use an example. Let's say one of your cryptos is $1. You come in and you buy a little bit at $1 to get started. That's your starting position. The parameters, the default ones that we're all set to here, are up or down 3%. So let's say that $1 drops down. Let's say it drops to 90 cents. Well, that's more than a 3% move. So the auto trader is going to want to buy a lot based on its algorithm a little bit there at that level. Then it drops to 80 cents and wants to buy a little bit more, even though it hasn't sold the 90 cent yet. It's still going to keep that one. It's keeping the lot at $1. Then it drops to 70 cents. It's going to buy a little bit more. And now you have 3 positions, right? And then boom, it moves up to 80 cents. It's going to sell the 70-cent lot. And then it moves back down to 65 cents. It's going to buy some more. And then boom, it moves up to 75 cents. It's going to sell the 65-cent lot and still hold on to the $1 and the 80-cent or the 90-cent lot.
Okay, and the lots are identified in principle or in parentheses out to the side of the coin.
Yeah, you'll know how many lots you hold in GoBabyTrade, but you'll see those actual positions. You'll see what you own in the GoBabyTrade platform and in your own Coinbase account. Because yeah, you actually do own that crypto. And whatever position you see in your Coinbase account, we're just waiting for an up move. That's your inventory. So when we get that pop back up, then you'll sell some of those lots, some of those positions.
Okay, so let's talk about the parameters. You said one example was you buy at $1, it drops to say 0.8. Okay, in that case, then we would buy at 0.8 because it would be within the envelope maybe of 3%. Is that the envelope? The difference between the existing price and the drop in which we buy? 3%?
Yes, up or down 3% move. So if it's at $1, it drops 3%. The auto trader is going to want to buy a position there. It's going to call up the AI, right, and say, AI, is it moving lower? Should I go ahead and buy now? If the AI that has the 27 technical indicators programmed into it with 25 years of history says, you know what, based on all of that, I think it's going lower, hold off. And it'll keep holding off until the AI says, okay, I don't think it's going any lower, then it'll buy. So while we have it programmed on down 3% moves to purchase and up 3% moves to sell, it will call the AI. So we'll get better entry points and better exit points, but that's the process it goes through.
Okay. Does the AI set it at 3%? In other words, if it continues to drop more than 3%,
the AI has no setting other than to return if it thinks it's a 95% or 98% or greater chance that it's going to move lower. It doesn't matter if it's already down 20%. If it thinks it's going down 50% or more, AI is great at predicting the next few minutes, but not the next day. So it will keep telling the software itself to hold off. And then when it doesn't think it's going to go any lower, it'll make the purchase. So the up or down 3% has nothing to do with the AI. The auto trader itself is fully independent. We can kick out the AI and not even ever use it, and the auto trader will still work, and then it will be executing on a pure down 3% I'm going to buy, up 3% I'm going to sell. But it also has other protective measures the auto trader does to prevent it from buying more than one lot within a period of time. So if we are having a tanking, it'll hold off for an hour before it makes another purchase. And again, before it even makes that purchase, it'll call up the AI. And I don't think it'll make more than 2 purchases the same day, maybe 3. I'll have to refresh on that. And then it resets at midnight for the next day and we'll start over again. So there's little built-in.
Okay, very good. So it could drop more than 3% before the AI says, let's buy.
Yeah, absolutely. And it could raise up more than 3% before the AI says, okay, sell. Or that, I don't think it's going any higher.
But the plus or minus 3% is what the AI's base is?
No, it's what the auto trader's base is. The AI is just the bell and the whistle that the AI calls up. The auto trader won't even look at it unless it's up or down 3%. Then it'll say, oh, I think I want to buy this. Let me call the AI.
This is great information. Thank you so much.
Very clear and gives us confidence that we know how this is working.
Yeah, absolutely, you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm Karen.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. This is my first time on here. So the only thing I've been doing on Coinbase so far is buying manually. So I would like to be added to the WhatsApp group for one thing, so I can find out how this all works and have the AI work and, how, just all
Yeah.
the details on that, because I haven't seen it.
Okay, so you're not a subscriber yet.
No.
Okay, so where did you come in from? How did you hear about it?
Meetup, I think.
Oh, Meetup. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Groups. That's great, Karen. Okay. So yeah, well, what I will do is I will send you a recording for our last week's call where you can see Ed, who's a founder of this software, and you'll see him in his full quirkiness and his stories, and he created this auto trader for stocks 25 years ago. He still has an auto trader for stocks. And he is an ex-Microsoft guy. So
Okay.
he's one of the original software engineers at Microsoft. He's been in nuclear engineering. He was in the Navy for 8 years programming. So he's brilliant and funny. And when he retired from Microsoft at the age of 39 years old with his millions, like everybody during that time, it was like 1995, is invested in tech stocks, and he lost 60% of his net worth with the dot-com bubble. And when that happened to him, he was like, okay, you messed with the wrong guy. I'm going to show that these are just numbers going up and down on the screen. I'm automating the markets. So he was giving auto traders away to friends and family. He was figuring it out. He was sitting in on proprietary trading desks to see what they're looking at and how they're doing it. And his old, system, which was a downloadable software at the time, had all kinds of ways where he said, people can shoot themselves in their foot, so to speak, because they could set, lots of technical indicators and 10 pages of screens and settings they could change. And so he ended up, long story short, selling that company to a hedge fund. He automated Ameritrade and E-Trade, and those guys reached out to him for API connections to offer their clients that software. And he was done. It got big. It had customer support. Like, it was just too much for him. And so he rebuilt the software from the ground up, all cloud-based, for stocks and also for crypto 4 years ago. So he's been trading crypto with the same parameters and tweaking it and making it better all the time. So for us, it's great. It's just it's a cloud-based software that we can set up and connect to our Coinbase account and we'll just execute trades for us in the background. Literally, it will send you a profit report at the end of the day, and we don't have to do anything. So yeah, that's kind of the nuts and bolts of it. Are you doing crypto? You said you're buying crypto in Coinbase right now?
Yeah, I've got some. One of the issues I had, and I liked what you said earlier about it never goes below zero, as far as you can never lose more than what you've got into it.
Yeah.
Because I signed up 4 years ago to do one of those be your own bank type things. Found out the guy was scammed me and I lost $29,000. It was just like nothing to him. He just, so anyway, I wanted something where I could learn crypto because I like that. And but what I've been doing, because there's so many scams and people saying your crypto code has been, this is to transfer and stuff. So I've been moving some of my stuff off of Coinbase onto a ledger. And so I don't know if that's good or not, because I'm afraid to keep logging in and out of Coinbase because I'm afraid somebody will get my access stuff.
Well, here's the thing, and Ed himself has a bit of a horror story with Ledger because he couldn't get into his Ledger.
Yeah, I wondered about that. So
yeah, and so he was like, he freaked out, and he got his backup one, was able to get into that one, and then he took all his crypto out of there. He's like, what if I didn't have that? And plus, the other thing is too, when you plug your ledger into your computer, it's still vulnerable. You still have to get it to the internet, and who knows what kind of malware or spyware you have on your computer when you plug the ledger in. So he's not really a fan of hard wallets. I'm not. I have a guy, if anybody has large amounts of crypto, that scrubs a laptop. So you have a dedicated, whether you're Apple based or PC based, they go in and they just make it super private. They remove a bunch of crazy stuff, and that's your dedicated crypto laptop. You don't surf the internet, you don't do anything on that except have, access your, wallets that you're using. And so that's an option. Also, I think that Tangem is a good type of a hard wallet if you want that. But the point is, we don't want to open our wallets necessarily on the same, if you have a lot of crypto, especially. I mean, you know,
Well,
I
I have
in our bag.
a laptop and a new Mac, so I have an old Mac that I want to erase everything. So that'd be a perfect one to just put that on and use it for my Coinbase
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, I'll put you in touch with him. If you could private message me your text number, your email, whatever you're comfortable with, and we'll connect. And you can see if he'll take an old laptop. Usually what he does is he buys a base model at like Costco, right? So it'll be, you know, $900 for like a MacBook, and he'll do his thing with it and set up, you know, help you set up your wallets and stuff.
So do I private message you through here?
Yeah, or you can just post it in the chat if you're okay with it. If you click chat, or you can just verbally tell me your number and I'll reach out to you. We'll connect. It's hard to get people's information on Meetup, so I just want to make sure we don't lose each other.
Well, I'll just give it to you if you're ready for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cell number is 214
Mm-hmm.
676 5768.
All right. Are you in Texas?
Yeah,
Whereabouts?
north of Dallas and McKinney.
Oh, okay. I grew up in Carrollton.
Well, it is. There's always stuff going on in Texas. Seems like a lot of techie people down here. So that's one of the reasons I moved down. I went in computer networking when I was in school too. So
Oh, amazing.
got the
Yeah.
Microsoft bug. So
Ah, awesome.
yeah, so I would, since I did this through Meetup, you're going to send me through WhatsApp in order for me to get signed up as a member?
Yeah, I will text you and I will find you on WhatsApp using this number and I'll add you there. But I'll share my link with you, or a discount link as well. In fact, I'll post that on the chat here and you can just see what that's all about. The subscription itself is, well, it's normally $4,500 for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But this link will give you $1,000 off. So it's $3,499 for 3-year subscription. And I will get on with you and connect your account to Coinbase, so we connect direct to your account, so you have control of your funds. You see your money at all times in Coinbase. So
Okay.
yeah, I've been in the space a long time, and there's a lot of, yeah, you got to be really careful about that.
It's getting worse every day, it seems like.
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah. Oh, I'm just looking at the chat now. I think I was in a direct message thread by mistake. Okay, I'll send everybody that. You mean last week's videos, Ann? Yeah, or the couple weeks, whatever the last time was I had, I'll post it in our group so everybody will have it.
That would be great.
Yeah, and I will add Catherine. to the
And
group.
Francine, did you say an old Mac is not useful to do that on? Like a Mac?
I'm not sure. I haven't spoken with him since I got mine set up. So, but I'll ask him. I got to find the link again. So give me some, and then I'll also post that in the WhatsApp thread for everybody.
Yeah. And do you have my number? Or do you want me to put it in? And Karen, we need to meet. I'm in Addison. You're in North Dallas.
Close, yes.
Yeah, we need to meet. We can maybe learn together.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't write down your phone number, so write down mine. Okay.
Well, and I'll add her to the group too, Peggy. So you'll have Karen in there.
Oh, okay. In the WhatsApp group. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and I'll welcome her. And then let me post the link for you, Karen, that you can go. So if you were, let's see, impactearnings.com. Oh, wait a minute, GoBabyTrade. So /impact earnings. So there is, I just posted the link. And if you grab that link, Karen, that's where you could purchase a subscription.
Okay.
And you'll see in there, it's pretty basic. You can use a credit card to buy it. And then once you purchase it, just click the default tokens. It's going to want to set up like a paper trade account. So you could do it whenever you want it. Let's say you're not ready to move money for 2 weeks or something. You could be paper trading and see how it's working and pick your number. You could paper trade you simulated trade 10 grand or 100 grand or whatever you want. And that part's simple. And then once you're ready to connect Coinbase, we'll just let me know and we'll get on together and link it up and walk through everything and go from there.
Just a quick question as far as people in the group and using this for a number of years, as far as results, you know, profits and stuff. There are certain percentages. I know it's hard to project those kind of things, but is the success rate pretty good?
Yeah, generally, you know, we would say, I mean, it is hard. I would say between 3 to 15% per month. It just depends on what the market is doing. Like Ed started the auto trader back in November of 2021, maybe October-ish. So he has several different of his own auto traders, and he started those with a couple 100,000, and they're close to 1 million or more right now. And that was in a bear market. So you can see that was like at the top of the bull market, and then he started the auto trader. So that first year might have been like low returns as he was, you know, accumulating, and it just depends on volatility too. So the point of the auto trader is we do have a big trade window, and we'll hold on to the losers up here. We're not going to sell those, but we allocate small. It's an algorithm that this is the money management piece, right? Where it's going to be trading no matter what the price is. So, and then when we have that pop up, it'll sell out of these. We'll be taking profits, and it'll go like that. I think last February we had like 100% move in the market, and people that had well-seasoned auto traders, meaning they had lots of inventory built up in there, had like 50 to 100% returns in 1 month. You know, so this is like a long-term set and forget, because we don't know what the market's going to do, and we can't force it, you know, to do anything. Most people are thinking we're headed into a bull market, and I can't wait to see how that, you know, things are waking up, and what our returns will be like during that time frame. So yeah, but there's no guarantee of returns. It's just a software, and I'm not a financial advisor, so or broker of any sort. So everybody just kind of needs to find their comfort level with it. But yeah, you do see everything the trader's doing. It's fully transparent. You see your positions and the cash reserves. Most people want to know why it's not putting more money to work. And that's because we're reserving. We got to reserve for that down move if there is one.
When you say it takes profits, what does it separate that and put it in a separate holding spot in the program, or?
Yep. It's a profit bucket, and you can manage your own profits. Ed recommends holding those back so that if one of your cryptos you're trading is like low or it had a down move and you want to add more funds to it, you can. Or some people, we have like, you know, thousands of accounts, and many, many retirees just living on those profits. So you can just have your profits bucket and a Coinbase debit card, which is what Ed does, and he lives on those profits.
Okay, sounds. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see. Oh my gosh, Catherine, was that your hand raised?
Yeah. So on the same topic, when you talk about the amount, and I know I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but I'm just not getting some things. My balance, my current account balance is over 8,000, but only 1,500 is actually in crypto.
Yeah.
And I can't help but wonder how soon will, more of it actually be put to use?
Yeah, it depends, because, you know, we could have a sideways move and it's just not doing a lot. But remember, if you want to be more aggressive, then on that settings page, you can shrink your trade window, because right now the default is down 75%. So unless we have a down 75% move, it's going to reserve, you know, that 75% of your funds for that move down, right? Or that whatever percent of your funds, so that you're not caught with your pants down. Now you're buy and hold up here. You used all your money, and now we have this big drop in the market, and you're not trading. The point is to always be trading no matter where the price is. So if you feel like, if you look at the market now and you're like, you know what, I don't think we're going to go down more than 50% from here or 40% or whatever. I'm going to shrink my trade window. But if it goes outside that trade window and you shrink your trade window to 40% and we move below there, you're not going to be pulling profits. You're just buy and hold up here. You're out of money. So that's the risk. I mean, Ed, the most Ed would recommend is maybe shrinking it to 60%, but you're just taking on more risk. And so it just depends, where you're at. And if you have reserve funds, then you can always at that point, or if you're saving profits and you're not living off of those, and you go below your trade window, then you can release those profits back to the trader. So it has something to trade with at that lower level until we pop back up again. So those are just some tips and tricks. But yeah, it's a good question. That is what most people want to know, why so little is put at work. And, to me, this is my conservative set and forget. It's just consistently, taking profits out of the market and nothing, trying to open up something to show you guys, but not letting me do. Let me see here.
Francine, did you say you were going to drop a link on a recording?
I will send it in the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
I gotta find it. Okay, so what I want to show you too, Karen, is when you go to that link that I posted in the chat. And this might be a good refresher for everybody on the call because there's a lot of good information on this page here. So you can just click on the background so you don't have to do the newsletter there. Here are, videos you can watch from Ed where he's talking about some of the things we're talking about here. There's pricing. Well, it wants you to do the subscriber list here. There it is. So on my link, this is the 34 versus the 44. This is where you'd click the buy now button. The top traders report is interesting here. You can actually see when you're asking about results, the top 50 crypto traders 1-year report year to date to give you an idea of people's return. And then you can click view details and you can see what they're trading. So now just so everybody knows, like Ed removes all of the 6 and 7 figure accounts. That would take up pages and pages. He doesn't want people to think they've got to have $100 grand or $1 million to drop in here, because you don't. You can just be a normal person trading a little bit of money and get some great returns and just start building from there. If you do have lesser amounts, he doesn't recommend trading with, he has 5 default tokens, but he says people that are trading too many names, they don't do better. It's best to kind of keep it not more than like right around 5 or so. And if you have less money, like, 2 to 4. So anyway, this is a great little report that you can look at here. And then if you go back to the main page, we have the trade count report as well. And this tells you per month, if you go back in these columns over here, you can see the average amount of trades. So we can see this SPA, for example, SPA. There's the current price. It had 987 trades last year based on the parameters of the autotrader. This report is based on up or down 2% moves. We adjusted it to be up or down 3%. But anyway, that just gives you an idea of, the trade activity. Now, the default ones that Ed has, because everybody wants to know what Ed is trading and what he thinks people are doing well with. And those ones are bonk, and they'll come up and, when you look at when you're signing up, and the SUI. And then I think Ondo is one, and ACH is a good stalwart, but they're not always going to be in the very top 10, right? They're always going to fluctuate. So the point is, pick some good cryptos. You can use as default tokens, and then, yeah, those are going to be good to stick with. Now you can come in this list and see, well, some people are like, I want to trade XRP because everybody wants to own XRP. Well, it's 78 on the list. So if you're just trading it, it's not probably the best pick. But you can also just accumulate it. You could just buy XRP on dips and uncheck the sell. Some people use the autotrader to kind of dollar cost average. We can type in BTC and this number 352. So we've had some volatility in Bitcoin, but not nearly as volatile as these others. So it's not it's not a good one to trade. We want to stay up here towards, somewhere in the top 50 or so. All right, so that gives you guys an idea, and you especially, Karen, where you can come and play with some of these reports. Here's what a sample auto trader will look like. This just gives you an idea. Those were Ed's original 4 that he trades. He still trades with, and those are the ones he started. And that will show you what your P&L is, and then down below you see the filled orders as well. And on this left side, there will also be another bar here, another set of numbers in your main trading menu. So that gives you guys an idea. And
so we can deselect any of those that we currently have if we don't want them to be trading, is what you said?
Yeah, so it won't touch anything that let's say you have Bitcoin in your account and XRP already, and you're just buying and holding maybe 5 or 6 other tokens. As long as they're not the same ones you're trading, it's not going to touch those. It's only going to use your USDC to purchase other lots that it's trading and buying and selling, if that makes sense. Yeah. Zan, go ahead.
Okay.
Tom? Yeah.
Okay. How did you get to that report about top traders, not the crypto, but the people?
Yeah, so you're just going to go, oops, am I sharing? Let me see here, share this one. So when you're in your GoBabyTrade account, you can go up to the left and click GoBabyTrade Crypto, okay? So when you're in your GoBabyTrade account, you have your right-hand side menu, but you can always click to go back to the main GoBabyTrade menu. So when you click there, you have these other items. So that's where you can go and find it. And I just click the background to get rid of that newsletter pop-up. And then, yeah, there's the videos, top traders. That's what this one is right there. That gives you those.
I see those.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then from there, you can also, videos about, there's the about page. Again, I'm going to click the background to get out of the pop-up so we can, you guys can explore that. Karen, you can poke around here as well. We have FAQ too. So here's some frequently asked questions. Click on that.
What exactly on that report is the trading balance? What exactly is that?
Which report? This top trader report?
Yeah, the top traders.
Mm-hmm.
Top traders.
So this is the trading balance, and this is the profits taken.
I understand that. What is the trading balance?
The trading balance is what is actually in the trader. Those are funds, the total funds in the account, and then this is what's been pulled out.
Okay, so the trading balance includes the cash assets and the crypto that we own.
Right. And profits taken are just the profits taken bucket. Now, keep in mind, if anybody goes in there and makes a manual trade, which you can do, you can manually be like, you know what, I'm just going to sell this crypto. I want to trade a different one. It automatically will remove your trader from being in this report. So this top trader report are just people's traders that have not done any manual trades.
Okay, very good. That's a very good report to look at.
Yeah, and it can be dependent too on when somebody comes in as well. Like, did they come in right, the day before we had a 30% dip in the market, or did they come in the day? you know, there's no, it's like planting a tree. The best time to plant a tree was yesterday, right? Just get in there, get involved, and start taking some profits.
Thank you.
Yep, for sure. Any other questions, gang? Steve, how are you doing with everything? And Bill, and I think Dalton hopped off. I think, let me see. Let me check the chat, actually. I haven't been paying attention to that. How do we add ACH to the list of our cryptos? Catherine, I don't think she's on anymore. We'll talk about that in the chat. So you'll see that on the video that I post as well for changing the cryptos we're trading. Any other questions, you guys? Otherwise, we'll wrap it up. Greg, let me save some of this chat so I remember. Greg Goodman, add to the chat. 72751. Okay. Karen, I got your number. Peggy, you're in. Yep. Bill, do I have your WhatsApp? Do you want to put your number in there? I got to add you by your phone number to the WhatsApp group. So
I just sent it to you private.
Oh, got it. Okay. Got to pay attention to Zoom is split up. They're doing their chat a little bit different. So thanks for letting me know that. Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for the travel wishes, gang. And we'll see you in WhatsApp. Let me know if you have any more questions there. Thanks for being here, you guys.
When are you heading to Costa Rica?
My flight is on the 14th. So next Sunday at like 10:45 at night.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. I took that flight initially because that's the only one that the dogs could have been on. But yeah, anyway, it'll be good. Nice to
luck
meet
on
you,
your move.
Karen. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll see you and we'll chat soon.
I'll call you, Peggy.
Oh, you're muted, Peggy.
I said, look forward to it, Karen, please.
All
Yes.
right. Thank you. I got to get a webinar.
Take care.
Yay.
Bye-bye.
All right, thanks, gang. Talk to you soon. Bye.